Who you with? It's your man. This is Travis Gibson here today for Taking Profits. Today's episode is something that you not gonna like, but something that you need to know. Why you suck at trading. I know it hurts. Your brother-in-law told you about this cool stock or cool crypto that you could buy, and you're gonna get rich beyond your dreams, and you're gonna get a Lambo and live on an island. No, it's not what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen is statistics tell me you're gonna lose all your goddamn money. That's what's gonna happen. Now, for a lot of traders, when you first start, the worst thing that can happen, the very worst thing that can happen, is that you actually make money. And the reason for that is it creates a situation where you feel like you're a better trader than you actually are. When in actuality, you just got lucky. People get lucky. You can go to the track or a casino and put your money down on 36 black, and you could hit 5 times in a row. It's just luck, though. To do this consistently, there's rules that you need to follow. And let's talk about those rules right now, because I think they're important. If you understand them, and if you can internalize them, and if you can be disciplined, you can actually make money trading. Like, I'm living proof of that. But with that said, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've blown the shit out of several accounts in the past 25 years. But every time I did, it was because I violated one of these rules I'm going to tell you right now. And fortunately, I haven't blown one up in a long time because I follow these rules. Okay, so the first rule is you don't know shit. Just embrace that. You don't know shit. The market is perfectly priced at any time. So unless you have insider information, which is technically illegal, unless you have insider information, you are a retail investor, and at best, you are reacting to news. You don't know anything ahead of time. So stop acting like you do. If your brother-in-law or your cousin or somebody else you know talked to you and said, hey, I got a tip on the stock, whatever, they don't know either. They don't know, and you don't know. Accept that. The reason it's the first rule is because it's just like AA. You got to give it up to the higher power, right? You don't know. And as soon as you realize that you don't know, it affects the way you trade everything. So you might not like it, but you'll learn to love it. You don't know shit. Embrace it. Okay. So the second thing, and it relates to the first thing. Trade what you see, not what you think. You don't know shit. See rule 1. Because you don't know shit, your thinking is going to get in the way every time. So don't trade what you think. You got a crystal ball, you're going to be able to tell the future? No, of course not. At best, you have some biases that you've picked up along the way because maybe you've made money on a trade. Fine. But the fact is what you made yesterday doesn't have a goddamn thing to do with what you're going to do today. So trade what you see at that particular moment, not what you think is going to happen in the future. So that's the second rule. The third rule is you need rules for trading. Just like in life, you gotta have criteria for success. If you don't, let me tell you what happens. You have a huge gain. Huge gain. Let's say you're following the first 2 rules, no problem. Huge gain. But because you don't have rules for when to exit trades, because you don't have rules when to let profit run, because you don't have these rules, you have these account dips, rises and dips, because you're using your gut to determine when you get in and out of trades, what trades you open up. You're not using any kind of indicators at all. And not that I'm the biggest indicator guy. I have one, which is VWAP. We're not going to talk about it today. But there's nothing else besides VWAP. But I digress. So rule number 3, you got to have a rule for buying and a rule for selling. You need rules. The Bible says, spare the child spare the rod, spoil the child. And in this particular case, you sparing the rules is going to cause you to blow up your goddamn account. So I'm telling you right now, have some rules, write them down, and follow them. Next, rule number 4. Trading too large for your account. Whoever came up with this FOMO shit, or this YOLO shit, this you only live once, so push all of your entire account into a single trade, is a retard. And I'm not saying that to bag on anybody that has a mental defect or deficiency. I'm saying in terms of your actions as a trader, that is stunted development. That is wrong thinking. And furthermore, you limit your opportunities to actually win because you're going to lose in trading. Anybody that only posts winning trades they're disingenuous at best. We call them cappers where I'm from. Cappers, because they capping. Everybody loses money sometime. But the key is to manage your losers and to manage your winners. And part of doing that is making sure you're only trading, your trade sizes are proportional to the size of your account. Typically, I don't trade any more than 5% in a single trade of my entire account. Typically. Usually it's closer to 2%. Because what that gives you is, it gives you an opportunity that if you're wrong, the loss doesn't hurt you nearly as bad. But if you're in a situation where you have a big runner, well, okay, you miss some upside, but your downside's protected. And in this game, it's about getting your daily, your weekly, your monthly bread. Getting that. Holding on to it. Spending it. How about that? Like income, because just because it's in your account, we seem to think that it's not real money. Well, I tell everybody that I mentor, everyone, take a little bit of money out. Take 20% of your weekly gains out. Do it on a regular basis, but you need to feel what real money feels like in your account. You need to feel that, because it's so easy to get caught up in this idea of, you're gamifying, just like these cats that trade on Robinhood and all that. They gamify this trading, but this is real money. People work for this. You work for this. So with that being said, keep your trade sizes under control. If you don't, eventually you're going to blow your account up. It's going to happen. And then you're going to be crying to me, and I ain't got nothing for you. Okay. The last and final rule. I'm getting the hats made. These say cash flow, and I'm all about cash flows. But the name of this channel and the mantra of my trading is take profits. Take profits. For every single one trade where I sold too early, I have literally hundreds of trades where I sold too late. Hundreds. You're going to miss money on the top end. You're going to do it. It's going to happen. You have to accept it. You don't need the top. You just need a profit. So if you're, you got your daily bread, your weekly bread, your monthly bread, sometimes you let it run. But the key is to stagger your profits in a way where you're collecting enough to cover your downside. Then you're collecting enough for your daily, weekly, and monthly bread. Then you're letting the top end winner continue to run. But all this takes discipline, and it ties back to rule number 3, and that's having rules for your trading. So that's it. If you're not doing these 5 things, there's a good chance you suck as a trader, but you don't have to. So I'm going to be posting more and more content on this channel about how I trade, the good things that I do, the mistakes that I've made, both in the past and currently. So if you're interested, click the like and subscribe. If you're not, well, that's fine. I mean, I'm not selling you a goddamn thing. I'm just trying to talk about something that I love, and that's trading stocks and options. And hopefully you get something from it. If you don't, you don't. But at any rate, like I said, it's all about the name of this channel, and that's taking profits. If you don't remember anything else, and I don't care if you're trading crypto, Forex, commodities, whatever you're trading, you got to learn to take profit. You have to. It's the only way long term to be able to stay in this game and grow. And that's it, my party people. Your boy is out.